All right, word. Well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Fireside Chats with Mike and Alex.
What?
I got the little candle here today, dude. So, but yeah, welcome back. Madoian and Friends podcast, episode 24. I'm going with 24.
Okay. Yeah, it is. It's 24.
All right, cool. Very special guest today. Friend of mine, friend of the podcast,
Fellow podcaster.
fellow podcaster as well. John Sikie.
Thanks for
Welcome,
having
buddy.
me, man.
Oh, dude,
Happy
of
to be
course.
here.
I had the pleasure of being on John's podcast, the Johnny Salami podcast, just the other week. Good time. Go check that out. Also, while we're at it, please like and subscribe to the Madoian and Friends podcast. That would be great. So, John, welcome, as I mentioned. John is also a comedian, a very good one, in my opinion.
Thanks, man.
What is it like up there on the stage? I'm very curious. I'd always like to know that.
It's kind of like a coma in a sense. You know what I mean? So, I mean that's my opinion. You know, I kind of just black out and just go with it. You
Just
know what
let
I
it
mean?
rip.
I don't really think too much up there. I just kind of, like right now I'm not thinking. I'm just kind of like just saying words.
Right now, I'm blacked out.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but
Yeah.
I'm actually super intoxicated right now.
I think if you think too much, it's pretty nerve wracking. But
yeah.
I just kind of say fuck it and just go up there and just talk about dicks and.
Just dude. And
Yeah.
they have a light similar to that, so you just kind of zone off into that, or can you see the crowd usually?
It depends where you are. Sometimes, like at the comedy club, like the Comedy Connection, it's very dark, so you can't see anything. So you're basically just talking to nothingness.
Nothing to blackness.
So if someone yells something, you just kind of have to like guess who it is.
Oh my god.
So, but other places, man, it could be the exact opposite. It could be like a room like this with like an LED light, just fucking. You can see everything.
Oh my god.
So I like the darker rooms though, because it's like if someone says something, I can just be like, "Oh, I can't see you."
Yep.
I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but
I was gonna say, I was like,
But you're ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
prepared. Well, you got to be prepared. But I was gonna say, no one's ever. I mean, I can't imagine anyone's ever said anything, but no one's ever thrown something out there.
Not really. Nothing too bad. Like
Nothing
no
too
one's
bad.
been like, "Fuck you, you suck."
Yeah.
Something like that.
What the fuck?
Get
I
off
think
the
Yeah.
stage.
Oh no. Yeah, there has been. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. That's why I went to therapy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. That was,
Jeez.
yeah. I can't believe I forgot about that. But yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess a good thing you forgot
Yeah.
about.
It wasn't really a. I mean, it wasn't really a comedy show. That was just like a. It was the rap show. So it was a legitimate rap concert.
Oh, nice.
And halfway through, I went up with an ugly sweater on, just being myself, and absolutely traumatizing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Where was that?
It was at the Met
Okay.
in
dude.
Providence. So
I can't even.
I can see why.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
even imagine.
So
how
I don't
that
know
went
if you
down.
have any like friends who are like chasing the rap dream. Anyone?
I do actually.
Yeah, he does. His best
Yeah.
friend.
So I mean, it's not really. I mean, it's kind of like comedy, but it's like I don't know, man. It's rap, so it's more upbeat. And I'm like very mellow toned and just relaxed, just kind of like going up there and like, oh, whatever.
Why'd you do it?
Yeah. So one of the kids from my town sent me like a long message. He was like, "Hey man, like, I'm glad you're doing the whole comedy thing. Like, I want you to do a set in the middle of like one of my shows." And I was like, "You want me to do a comedy set
In the middle of a rap show?
And he was like, "Exactly." And I was like, "All right, man. Like, I'm not gonna say no." And I was like asking him about the details, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, there's gonna be like 250 people there. It's just like he didn't mention it was a standing room." So I thought there was going to be seats and stuff, but it's
Everyone's standing.
Everyone's standing,
Oh my god.
and everyone's in different different groups. And the honestly, the main reason I did it was he was like, "You can have a walkout song," and I've always dreamed of like
That's
walking
amazing.
out to "Dancing Queen" by ABBA.
Okay.
Dude, and in
So,
that,
in like an ugly sweater, I thought,
In front of a rap concert.
yeah. So that would have
Nonetheless.
made my dreams come
Oh.
true, man. Like if I could just walk out. Like either walking out to like Dancing Queen by ABBA or like some AC/DC. Like I think that would have been like. So I'm imagining me in front of like 250 people who are sitting, just walking out to Dancing Queen by ABBA and just absolutely crushing it.
Total opposite.
So like I show up to this place, the Met, which I've never been to. Like I walk in and there's literally 3 people there,
What?
and they're just kind of like hanging out. And I walk up to the bouncer or whatever, the security guard. And I'm like, "Hey," he's like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm on the show." He's like, "No, you're not." And I was like, "All right." So I just left. I went out to my mom's car and just fucking, I was like, "All right, well, this is fun." Like, I'm leaving. And then the kid calls me. He's like, "Where are you? Like come back in." So I walk by the same exact guy, and he's like, "Good luck, man." I'm like, "Dude, I just saw you 5 minutes ago."
What the fuck?
Like, so that happens, dude. Then he takes me back to like the VIP room, which was actually pretty nice.
Yep.
And then there's another security guard by that door, and he's like, "You have a bracelet to get in?" And I'm like, "Dude,
Not again.
not again." Like, he's like, "You need to get a bracelet." Dude, I have to go back
Oh.
to the same fucking guy. And it was just a nightmare, man. So, like, I walk back into the VIP room, and it's probably, like, the size of this room. Like, it's well-sized, and there's, like, couches like this. But I walk in, man. You have to realize, like, I'm in an ugly sweater. Like, I'm wearing my glasses. Like, I'm just relaxed, man. You know, it's Christmas season. I'm ready to tell, like, some
All jolly
jokes.
and shit.
Yeah. And I walk in, and there's just, like, 12 rappers. And they're fucking blitz, dude. Like, I couldn't see any of them because the room was fishbowled.
Oh my god.
So I walk in, it's just like this massive cloud, and I'm like, "Oh, this is hilarious!" Like, and there's like 12 of them, dude. They're fucking, I don't know, man, just drinking Hennessy and stuff. I'm like, "This is like hilarious." Like, I wasn't against it. I was like, "Oh, this is great," but like now I'm starting to realize like what I've gotten myself into. So I just sat in the corner and just like didn't say anything. I was just sitting there, and like people are like confused. They're like, "Is this guy like like is he a fucking
Is he gonna
a
spit?
prostitute? Like, yeah, is he gonna spit some rhymes?" And then they found out like I was doing a comedy set, and they were just like wicked confused. Like, some kid was wearing like a bulletproof jacket. I was just like, "Dude, what the fuck? I'm just gonna sit in the corner and just dude." So I'm like just sitting there, and everyone's absolutely blasted, like high out of their mind. And I'm like, "How do you go up on stage after that? Like,
And try to rap.
just taking shots of Hennessy and like." You like literally taking massive bong hits, dude. Like, if I took 2 bong hits, dude, I would have left. I would have just left. I would have been like, "There's no way."
I'm too high to perform right now.
Dude, I would have walked up there and literally started urinating. Like, it would have been a fucking nightmare, dude. So like I'm just sitting there, and like I'm starting to get contact high, like really fucking contact high, dude. And like I don't do well with weed. Like, I can smoke weed, but I'm just going to laugh my ass off for like an hour. Like, I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to laugh and sit there. So I'm like kind of sitting there like laughing, and I'm like, I start to realize like where I am, like what's going on.
What you have to do.
And I'm like, "All right, dude, I got to go."
You're also sitting alone, just laughing while these kids are sitting.
Dude, no one was laughing. I was just sitting there like smiling,
giggling
like,
to
laughing.
yourself.
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, this is fucking funny." And then I start to get scared because I'm trying to remember my jokes. And I literally can't remember anything, dude. So I'm like, "All right, I gotta go out."
Panic ensues.
I'm like, "All right, I gotta go out, get out of this room, dude." So I leave the VIP room and I go out to like the main area. And at this point, there's like probably like 100 people there. I don't know, man. It's it's pretty packed, but it's like scattered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, everyone's in their own clique, which is extremely fucking awkward.
Mm-hmm.
So I go back into the room and I just sit down again. And all of a sudden, the manager storms in and just starts screaming. Like, he's like, "You can't fucking smoke in here." Like, you weren't supposed to be smoking in there, but it was just
Took
like
him that long.
It was
to
it
do
was a
anything?
massive cloud. Like, if this was the room, like, we wouldn't be able to see each other.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I
You
mean?
got-
Like,
The manager comes in like looking at
it's like at nighttime, like, when it's dark out and you can't see dick, but then you're in the dark for so long that you start to like adjust.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it was like.
oh my god.
But you could see through it. Everyone in the room could see through it, but
Yeah,
as
no
soon
one
as
else.
you
like,
got
if you originally walk in, like, your eyes just become adjusted to it. But like I was
Once
so-
you get contact high,
yeah,
you're
once
straight.
you're high, you're just like, okay, like, fuck it. So I'm like paranoid as shit, dude, because this guy's screaming like at the top of his
he's
lungs.
pissed.
And the rappers just don't give a shit. They're like, "Wow, this is hilarious, man." They're like, "I had no idea." And he's like, "How did you not know that? Like, you can't just
You're all just
fishbowl a room that's like not yours." But it's like, I don't know, man. I had no idea what was going on, so I'm just like looking at this guy, and he's looking at me, and he's confused. He's like, "Who the fuck is this
Who
guy?
are you? Yeah.
Who's the guy with the ugly sweater? Like, what the fuck's this guy doing here?" And then I just fucking sat there, man. And the kid goes up before me, and then there's like a host who brings people up like at every show. And he walks up to me and he's like, "Hey man, like, you're up in 5 minutes." And he's like, "What's your name?" And I was so high, it took me like literally 25 seconds to like figure out what my name was. I was like, "Oh."
To be honest, I'm not sure right now.
Yeah. I'm like, "John Sikie." And he's like, "Say that again." I'm like, "John Sikie." And he's like, "I got it." So I'm like, "Okay." The guy who goes up before me walks out there, and he's so drunk that he's just yelling "bitch" at the top of his lungs. like I swear to God, I swear on my life, I'm watching this guy from the backstage, and nobody's listening to him, and he's just yelling bitch at the top of his lungs. So I'm like, all right, I don't know how I'm gonna follow this.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's just like, I don't even know, man.
Just
People are just
confused.
kind of like, people are kind of talking. Like, they're on there's like 150 people there. I don't know, man. I don't know the difference.
Just
People are-
hanging out, just
people
having a
are already-
conversation.
They're just hanging out.
People
They're
are
like,
already confused.
They're like dickhead kids who like listen to SoundCloud albums and just like want to get shitted. You know what I mean? So they're kind of like talking, and this kid's just up there, and like he's just yelling bitch, and I'm like, are these the lyrics to the song, or like is this a fucking pep rally? Like, what's going on right now? And he's getting mad because he can't like formulate his lyrics, so he just takes a bottle of Hennessy and throws it on the stage, and it breaks everywhere, like there's fucking glass everywhere. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm high watching this, like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
The one
dude,
right before you.
I'm like, I should probably just go home at this point, but I'm like, fuck it, I'll just go up there. So the host goes out. He's like, I'm sorry about that, everyone. And this is the worst part of the show. He starts to rile people up, dude. Like, he's like getting everyone energized. I'm like, dude, does this kid have any idea who the fuck I am right now?
Oh,
Like, you should be
no.
bringing people down for me. Like, you should be like, everyone calm the fuck down.
Changing up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, we're slowing this the fuck down. But he's like revving people up to the point where they're jumping up and down. They're like, fuck yeah. And then he goes, all right, man, the next guy up, I don't know if you know this, but he's going to tell you some jokes. His name is, forgets my name.
No,
He
dude.
forgot my name.
Oh my God.
So he walks backstage, hands me the mic, goes, yo, man, I forgot your name, but good luck. So I'm walking out there, ugly sweater, contact high, don't know my jokes. I walk through.
No one knows your name.
I have to walk around like broken glass, and people are just like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, who is this kid?
It's
Like,
a
people are
prank.
like, is he going to spit raps right now?
Yeah.
Like, I probably would have done better if I just started spitting
Just start
raps.
freestyling.
Excuse
Yeah.
me, sir. Can you put on a beat for me, please?
Yeah, just 8 Mile, but like me. And the DJs fucked up. They were like, yeah, man, we don't have your walkout song. So I'm just emotionally like
Oh,
beaten down. I'm like, none of this came to fruition. You know, it's a standing room. Didn't get a walkout song. I'm about to fucking absolutely traumatize myself. So I went out there. Dude, I think my first 2 jokes, people were laughing because I told them how high I was. And that was the only thing they laughed at. That was the only thing. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like I have this joke about like getting high, and like I told it. I mean, I'm telling it more now at shows, but it never really worked out much. I mean, it did work, but it wasn't really like a solid joke. But
Yeah.
like then I was high, so I just remembered it in my head. And it's just a joke where I'm like, yeah, like every time I get high, I lose all my friends. So people just started like giggling a little bit, and they were like, wow, this kid, because my eyes are like halfway shut. So they're like, wow, this kid's fucking stoned as shit. And I didn't even take a hit, but I'm like talking about it. And I just tell a joke where I'm like, whenever I get high, it's always in a car, and someone will say something like hypothetical, like, you know, what if we were in a spaceship right now? And then I take a hit, and I'm like, what if I had 6 dicks and drove through my neighbor's house? So people started laughing at that, but then I went from that to like talking about like low self-esteem, and at that point people were like, okay,
what's going on here?
yeah, like this isn't right.
Yeah.
And then like 5 minutes pass, and the DJ goes, like he has a mic for himself for like emergencies, and he goes, yo, dude, you can get off the stage if you want. And I just turned around, I'm like, no, I'm doing my 10 minutes. And I don't know. I think I just talked about like hummus for like 5 minutes or something.
Yep. Solid.
But it was so loud there that I couldn't really hear what I was saying. Like, I'm going to be honest.
Yep.
Like, there was so much talking, and the mics are so low quality. It's just like,
Anyone's guess.
yeah, just imagine like the most traumatizing thing you could possibly go through, and that's what it was like, man.
Dude. Oh.
And yeah, so that's, I mean, dude, when the DJ tells you should get off stage, man, I'm not getting off stage. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
Like, that's a challenge to me. That's like, okay, I'll stay up here. Like, I'll just stare at people for 5 minutes. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
At this point, it's been 5 minutes. Like, I'm already traumatized. I'm not just gonna leave and
No,
give up.
it's more. That's more defeating if he's like, you can get off the stage and you do it. Like
Yeah.
at that point,
Because
it's
I
like-
want people to be like, wow, like this kid's got some fucking balls.
Yeah.
Let's see how far we can take this.
And the best part was when I left, like I was just like so depressed, man. Like I didn't want to talk to anyone, and people were trying to talk to me. And I go outside, and there's like these 2 kids who are sitting on the bench, and they're like not even watching the show. And one of them looks like Biggie Smalls, and he was just like, yo, dude, that 6 dick joke was fucking hilarious. And I was like, Fuck yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Dude.
That's all that needed to happen that night.
Yep, on the way out.
But now I know, like, whenever I go to shows, I'm like, nothing could be more traumatizing than that. Like, I could bomb at a comedy show with like 200 people and it wouldn't be as traumatizing.
Oh, well, I mean,
Been showing
the
up to a rap concert.
Yeah, the silver lining is that, dude. But like, damn, and a rap concert in Providence for dude. I went when I did. I was at an event where a kid did a similar thing, and it should have been that for him, but like it was not, and it made it even worse for him. So Matt was doing the Hoops for Hire stunt thing. So Matt does a charity, my brother Matt, for Armenian kids to like get shoes and shit for basketball for them.
Yeah.
And so we're at this sneaker like convention, probably at the same place. I don't even know. But it was at some random ass church with a basketball court in it. And so it had a basketball court and then a stage. So it's literally,
It's like a cafetorium.
yeah, kind of something like that.
Like something at like an elementary school. Kind
Exactly. Yeah, precisely. And so we're at this thing, and there's probably 20 vendors, all just like exactly who you'd think would be at a Providence sneaker show, all selling shoes. Like,
There's
like,
Supreme on.
dude. Everybody. This one kid was selling only Supreme items, and it was like their Band-Aids and like mints and like mad just random shit.
Too.
Yeah, anything. And he literally just had like only this amount of stuff, but it was just all Supreme shit, and people were flooding his area. It was ridiculous. But just everyone wearing the most ridiculous shit. And so there's just shoes everywhere. And so then we're just there like taking donations and like, if anyone has them and going from there. But they're hyping up this thing. They got this special guest. They're like, yeah, like, yo, like stick around. We got this special guest. Like, it'll be on in a minute. And so we're like, oh shit, like special guest. Like, this should be dope. And so we see this kid, and all of a sudden, like, this kid's going around to all the tables, and he's like, yo, what's up, guys? Like, I don't even remember what his name was. He's like, and he's this little like white kid, scrawny as can be, in like the biggest polo like logo you could possibly imagine on his shirt, and then like this like denim hat, the skinniest jeans ever, and then I don't even know what he's wearing for shoes, but he looked ridiculous. And he's like, yo, what's good, guys? Like, I'm the special guest tonight. Like, I'm about to perform in a minute. Like, just stick around. It's gonna be lit. And we're like, this is about to be amazing. Like, whatever goes on right now.
So he was definitely a rapper.
That's 100%. 100%.
That's what you were describing right
there.
Yep. So I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, so he was a rapper.
So let me guess real quick. He raps.
Yeah. We're playing charades,
and
then I'm fucking killing it right now.
Yes, you are. And
murdering.
And in total, in this entire establishment, maybe 60 people. Like, not a lot of fucking people. And so they're gathering everybody up. They're like, all right, like, you know, it's about to be special guest time. And there's like a small mosh pit of like 15 kids in front of the stage. And this kid starts to rap, and no one can hear a single thing he's saying because the mic's not on. And he's just up there giving it his all, like getting the crowd going.
So
and
it's like
the
a Helen
only
Keller
ones,
rap show, pretty much.
What?
It's pretty much like a Helen Keller
rap.
rap.
Exactly. And the only kids that can hear him are the 15 kids in front of him. And after like a minute into the song, that mosh pit just like disappeared.
Yeah.
And he kept going. And then they got the mic on, and it was almost worse because you, again, like the shitty mic.
Because you heard him.
You couldn't, but you couldn't hear him. You could just hear the like distorted audio of him trying to rap. Okay. And nobody in front of him.
Yeah.
Everyone going about their business.
It's the most depressing feeling, though, when no one can hear you.
Yeah.
I just want to be heard. Like,
I have a microphone.
Yeah. It's like, that's the only, like, if I bomb at a show and people can hear exactly what I'm saying and they can process it and they're like, fuck this guy, like, that's awesome to me.
Yep.
But if they were like, I couldn't hear a fucking word you said, dude, that's just the most fucking, that's the worst feeling.
Yeah. That's probably so irritating.
It's like, I came here to be heard.
Yep.
But I could have just stayed home and just
gotten the same results.
Yeah.
I could have just stared at the wall and just thought about stuff.
And gotten to the same place.
Yeah.
And, and that same person wouldn't have heard your
joke.
I
would have had a better time at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So it's just.
And, but the only thing they did to bring the crowd back in front was they were like, all right, guys, we're going to be giving away a Supreme t-shirt. Come on up to the stage. Every kid just runs up there, and literally they just launched it up. They just threw it up in the air and just fuck it, and let havoc ensue. And kids are fucking wrestling each other, start fighting each other, and this kid is still up there just giving it his all at it. It was unbelievable.
Same song, or did he have multiple songs?
He had like maybe 2 or 3, but I mean, me and Matt were crying, laughing in the back.
Nice.
It was bad.
Way to show your support. he probably only saw you guys.
It was hard, dude.
Dying laughing.
It was hard not to, dude. Just everything that was going on in front, it was just not. It was just ridiculous. But
I feel like
you gotta give it up for the effort, though.
all those shows. I mean, pretty much the crowd is coming to see someone, and I was definitely the last person they came to see.
The 360 of what they were going.
Because people are always
180.
usually people are going to a show to see a specific person, even if they have to go through the week, before they reach them. And I was like the most random character on that show. like imagine a bunch of rappers with dude, one kid was wearing like a legitimate bulletproof vest. Like that was his fashion statement for the night, and I'm wearing an ugly sweater that I bought at Savers.
Did you ever go back to your boy and be like, oh, what the fuck?
No, he was. I mean, everyone came to see him, so he went up after me.
Okay.
And I think he did well. I don't know, because I left immediately.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
getting the fuck out of here as fast as I can. But I saw him go out originally, and everyone was into it, dude. Everyone was jumping up and down. And then he started rapping, dude, and it was just like the same exact quality. And I was in the back, and I'm like, oh, now I see what happened. And I was just like, yeah. So, I don't know, man. I just tried to get out of there as fast as I could, which is, I mean, it's my fault for just even going. But at the same time, I'm happy I did it. Yeah. Because I can look back on it, and some people might think it's funny. I mean, it kind of is after the fact, but during the fact.
Oh, certainly after.
Mortifying.
Well after, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like sometimes I tell that at comedy shows. Like I'm like, oh, this is a lot nicer than the last show I was at.
That's great. That story of bombing, though, is like something that you have now. It's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah. I mean, there's a good and a bad side to it. So I don't know, man. You have to do that. Like I've bombed like multiple times. I bomb all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm 100% used to it. But there's bombing, and then there's fucking.
Just like
don't look back bombing, dude. It's like,
and that was that one.
Yeah.
There's if you want to get off the stage, you can.
Yeah. Like 200 people like, yo, dude, you're doing so bad right now. Like if you just want to get off the stage, that'd be fucking great. And I'm like, no.
We all wouldn't blame you, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And you your story about the beginning of that reminded me of something too. How you had to get in and you saw the bouncer. He made you leave. You get back.
Well, that happens at a lot of shows I go to.
Oh my God.
I'll be like, oh, I'm on the show, and they're like, you're on the show? I'm like, yeah.
Yes, I am.
Sadly.
Dude,
so.
we I don't think I told this story on the podcast before, but when we were in Cancun for spring break, there was like all these events you could go to, and like one of them was in the actual downtown of Cancun, which is like, this is so funny. And it's like the venue was for maybe 5,000 people. And the event staff or whatever that sold the tickets sold 8,000 tickets. It was like they just totally made sure that they fucked everybody over. And so we get there, and I've literally never seen so many people in one place in my life. So we're trying to get we don't know where to get a ticket. People have been in line for like 3 hours at this point, so we're apparently late. And so we're trying to find anywhere to get a ticket. And we just hop in line and said, fuck it. Mm-hmm. So we're hopping in line, and we're just watching people hop over fences and cut people. So that's kind of what we did.
Yeah.
But we get to the front of the line, and the guy's like, where's your wristband? We're like, well, we have these tickets. He goes, yeah, that ticket gets you a wristband. Go get a wristband. We're like, dog, do you see how many people are here? How are we supposed to ever do that? Yeah. And so we have to go out, go find a wristband. And that same bouncer is now on the street and just in the mix of things. Mm-hmm. And we're like, hey, we got a wristband. And he goes, oh, my friends, yeah, come on up. And all of a sudden is now our boy. Mm-hmm. and brings us to the front, has us hop over like one of those fences again, but now we're in front of everybody, and it's me and all my roommates, so we're like not necessarily all small people sneaking over this fence. So this entire crowd of people just looks at us and is all like freaking the fuck out because this bouncer is like decides to be the hero and gets us all in there. We get in there, dude, and like I said, venue maybe a 5,000 max. Now there's 7,000 to 8,000 people in this place.
How big would you say that's like the size of like the Comcast Center, or would it be less than that?
It was like that if the Comcast Center was like all the way around. It was like 360
Completely
instead of just
360.
like an amphitheater.
Yeah.
And so when we looked down, we couldn't go right, we couldn't go left. There's literally nowhere to go. We looked down in the center, and if you were down there in the center, like you weren't leaving till the next day. Like there's no like for anything, and people were just like pissing, shitting on the floor. Like it was just a fucking.
It's like Woodstock.
Yep, but like probably worse, just because it was enclosed.
I don't know if you get better. Yeah, you can't get worse than Woodstock.
Well, you can't get worse than it, but it was all just enclosed in one much smaller environment. I know Woodstock was like
people died.
Bigger. Yeah, way bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, yeah, that was a dumb statement, but they were fucking shitting and pissing on the floor and there was nowhere to go, so it was just like, we just left immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, if I saw someone take a shit on the floor at a
I'd be like,
concert, dude,
that's my time to leave.
Yeah. I'd probably just like knock myself out.
Yep. And that was the last time we even went remotely close to downtown.
So
Cancun.
what was the performance?
DJ Snake.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He probably just put like an auto track on.
I don't even think he was there.
Yeah.
I think the people that we knew that stayed, like he didn't even show up until like 2 in the morning.
I feel like that's how a lot of concerts are though. If it's just a shit show, they're like, all right, I'm just gonna put this on replay.
Yep.
And nobody even notices.
No.
You could put like a fucking doll out there and they'd be like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, a statue.
Just have someone like move a mannequin up and down, like wave it back and forth while the
I'm
music.
not gonna lie though, dude, concerts are pretty fun. I haven't been to one in a while, but I think sneaking into a concert's pretty exhilarating. I snuck into a concert with a torn MCL.
Wow.
Impressive.
And I was with my friend and he was like, you ready to sneak in as kids are getting chased down by security? I'm like, you think now is a good time to do that? Like, I have a torn MCL. I'm like, dude, my knee is fucked. And he's like, okay.
Where was this?
The Comcast Center.
Oh, wow.
So, like, a lot of people try to sneak through the back, and everyone knows that. So, like, the security will chase you down like a fucking golf cart or some shit. And I had never even been, to the Comcast Center. And he's like, all right, dude, this is our time. Like, as we have beers in our hands, I have a torn MCL. And I'm like, dude, are you fucking insane? Dude, we had to run literally like a mile. And then we got to a fence, and he was like, all right, we have to hop the fence. And I'm like, I don't know how many times I have to tell you I have a fucking torn MCL, dude. I'm not hopping a fucking fence. Just fucking tearing everything in my knee. So I went under the fence and ripped up my entire body.
Oh
like,
my
I was
God.
fucking bleeding. Like, I literally looked like Rambo. You know what I mean? Like, not as badass.
Exactly how you want to
I look like a
going
disabled
through
version of Rambo. And I just walk into the fucking concert just bleeding with a torn MCL. And I just walked by like 10 security guards, and they didn't say anything. So
looking like a crash victim.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it was worth it, dude. It was exhilarating. It was
What concert was it?
I think it was like Florida Georgia Line or something like that.
That's a good
I think it was definitely a country concert, but that's nice because that's where all like the hot chicks go. You know, they're like, I'm gonna wear no pants and just so I can't complain about that.
Never.
Definitely not.
I'm not gonna be upset about that.
No.
Oh, it's worth the trials and tribulations of sneaking.
Yeah, I think concerts are awesome, man. I just wish I could go to like an actual like classic rock concert because I like AC/DC, so I'll see. I always watch the YouTube video. It's live from the River Plate or whatever it is.
Yep.
Have you ever seen that?
I have not seen that.
Dude, it's literally fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's in like Brazil. Or no, it's in Argentina.
Yep.
And there's so many fucking people. And it's literally just AC/DC they're performing. And there's a fucking runway going down the middle of the stadium. And he's just fucking, dude, they're just shredding absolute gnar, dude.
Just in the middle of it?
Yeah, people are just jerking each other off. It's fucking insane.
That's right.
Like, they're having everyone is having the time of their life, man.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
The clip I remember the most about like the biggest crowd I've ever seen on video is that DMX clip.
Playing to the ocean.
Dude.
And it's just like a sea of people
I've
as far as you
never-
can see in the camera.
Literally?
It's insane. Millions of people it had to have been.
It's like, and they have it from coming from the back of the stage, so it's like his back just performing out, and literally as far as you could possibly see is people, and it's from
and no
left
breaks, like
to right.
people like packed like sardines, like right next to each other.
That's pretty
Millions.
much what Woodstock was like.
Yeah. Oh, I can't even.
That's
that was
insane.
and the Woodstock, that was where Santana did his famous set, I
really?
think, where he was like he accidentally dropped acid right before,
Oh, really?
and then just
accidentally.
yeah, like he was just like someone like gave it to him, and it was something like happened like that, and he was up there just losing his mind, but just shredding it, and like didn't stop it, and like he after the fact he's like, yeah, I had no idea what I was doing, and it's one of the most legendary guitar like solos ever.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I saw the Dirt on Netflix, and I was like, holy fuck. Have you seen that?
No.
It's with fuck, dude. How do I forget the fucking name, dude?
Of the actor?
Of the fucking band.
Oh.
It's The Dirt, and it's with fuck, what's that song?
I'll look it for you.
I don't know. I'm just retarded, so I forgot.
Happens.
I'm trying to think of the song though.
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue, yes, dude. Yeah. So Kickstart My Heart.
Oh,
That
yeah.
song.
Yep.
Wicked good song. But
Yeah.
It's a documentary about that and the shit they would do before concerts and kind of how they separated and started. It's a really good documentary, man. I'd watch
it?
it. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
word.
the shit they do. Like they were running around the hotel naked and stuff, and like they saw Ozzy Osbourne at a pool at the hotel, and he pissed on the poolside and started licking it. Yeah, it's insane.
What the fuck?
Just didn't give a shit. But dude, they were doing like, I mean, just the amount of drugs they would do and go out there is like mind blowing.
Ungodly amounts.
Yeah,
And killing it out there.
absolutely crushing it.
Yep.
That's fucking nuts. Oh
Just-
my god.
Just like at an absolute legendary
Just
level.
selling out
murdering
crowds.
it. Yeah.
A+ performances. That's
And,
nuts.
Yeah, you see like Nikki Sixx, who's like fucking 50.
Yeah.
He's just killing it, dude. So
It never stops.
yeah,
It never stops. But yeah, that shit is insane. Concerts are sick. We went to the Drake concert, and that was crazy.
Really?
Like, just
Really dope.
like he's good in general, but just the theatrics of it all was ridiculous.
just the way they put it together, I guess.
The whole stage was like imagine a whole NBA court, but
Uh-huh.
raised up in a stage, but it was all like screens under him, so they could play like any image. It was fucking nuts.
Yeah, it was just like a
like an ocean.
basketball-sized
Mhm.
TV screen.
Yeah.
And he was just walking around on it.
Dude, I actually saw an American Idol concert.
We went to like the tour they have.
Yeah,
We went
Yeah,
on
we
that.
definitely did that
Yeah.
too.
Saw Ruben Studdard.
I had a full on
Play
erection
again.
the whole time. It was insane.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, Ruben Studdard. That was when it was actually good though.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of the first years.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I mean, I'm listening to like old school stuff because I always like I'll listen to like classic rock, but then I'll just fucking shift over to something that just doesn't even make sense, like Waka Flocka.
yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Like I'll go from like the Beatles driving down the road to just blasting like Brick Squad.
Dude,
Like it makes no sense.
we had Waka Flocka as our spring concert at Bryant.
Oh really? How was that?
Exactly how you think, but like the last school you could think that would have Waka
Mhm.
Flocka Flame as their spring concert.
I would love to meet Waka Flocka. He's probably a cool guy.
He was
Definitely.
dope, but he was. We were at we were in the basketball, I guess, gym. I'm not gonna call it an arena, but the basketball gym, and they had this like little stage for him. There's a ton of people there, but
The
then
one where they have the legitimate games,
yeah, exactly.
the actual core.
Yep.
Okay.
So that big one, and they had like not fences, but those guardrails, those metal guardrails in front of the stage, so
Oh,
no one
really?
would go up,
yeah.
and those just were down immediately. Like they were, as soon as the concert started, they were gone, and so everyone is at the foot of the stage while Waka Flocka is just ensuing a riot. Like,
That's
the
dope.
whole time.
That's sick.
And so he's like pulling kids up on the stage, and like as kids are getting like pulled up on the stage, like DPS is ripping them off the stage,
Mhm.
and like kids are literally just mobbing the whole entire stage as he's just like going nuts. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But again,
Definitely a good place to make horrible decisions.
certainly a Waka Flocka Flame
Yeah.
concert. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what a name.
Oh, dude, 100%. Him and Tekashi 69. He just 69 tatted on his forehead. Like that's
Had it
majestic. man.
everywhere on his body. But
Mhm.
yeah, right there.
He's
Yeah.
gonna do a great job in witness protection.
Yeah.
Big
He
holes.
definitely got fucked in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably
Witness-
isn't dead yet.
How good a guy like that? You just have to wear makeup all the time.
He can never do anything. He can't go out in public. You kidding me?
Ship him to Sweden.
Okay, he'll be noticed there.
I know. Well,
The
probably
Bloods
hang-
will find him.
I'm not gonna lie though, I would hang out with him. I mean, why wouldn't you? I'd be like, dude, you want to go for a walk in the park? Like, I don't. I
dude,
think that would be funny
Could
just to see
you-
who he is.
yeah, just.
I mean, because the way the media portrays everything, and like, I mean, he's obviously doing that. I mean, he's a genius for the way he markets stuff.
Yeah.
So I think getting to like know him, he's probably not, probably has a very,
One
small
on one.
IQ, but like, I feel like it'd be like a lot different than the fucking music videos where he's just like, finger banging fat chicks.
yeah, and losing his phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I'm against that, but it's like,
Nothing against finger banging fat chicks, but
Not that there's anything wrong with that. The classic Seinfeld.
oh my god.
No, but I can't. Yeah, he's out there on anything, just wilding out at all times. And again, like you said.
not gonna lie, man, like it kind of makes sense in a way, like living that life.
Well, if you look like if you've gone as far as to make your hair rainbow and have 69 tatted on every inch of your body,
You can basically do whatever the fuck
I've
you
already
want.
made it.
Well, if you don't live like that, it's kind of weird.
Imagine if you
Yeah.
looked like that and was
And-
like an accountant.
Yeah, and didn't live like that, it'd be like, yo, what's good with Jim over there? Oh,
have
you
to-
mean Takashi?
You have to make it like the right, outfit though. Like I can't just walk around with like a strap on my forehead,
No.
and like my nipples pierced, because people would just be like, okay, like
Yeah, that's
What's
not
the
way-
catch?
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
going on?
But, like,
What
what's
do
the
you do?
catch? Yeah, and I'll be like, I saw another person that looked like this, and I just wanted to be like them.
I really like their style.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
my
Takashi just made his own, disabled person, and was like, that's what's up.
Yep.
So
That's awesome.
I mean, dude, like realistically, like most of the rappers like nowadays genuinely look like they have some sort of deficiency.
Usually, but usually
Like I mean,
they're-
if we're being honest with each other,
they're
like
usually off.
you're not gonna see them at like a local library.
Probably not at our local library.
But
I wouldn't say they're scholars, but
yeah, it's not even just being a scholar; it's just human interaction. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can't understand what you're saying and you're drooling, that's already a red flag. So,
and
but
you
the
make
song-
more money than I do.
But then I'm a hypocrite because I listen to it,
Yeah.
while I'm jumping up and down on my bed naked. So it's
Yep.
like,
Getting exercise in.
so they basically won already.
Yeah.
It's just a sad world, man.
Yeah, shit is backwards.
It's a
man.
fucked up place we live in.
They get paid for for me doing this shit.
It's just like Instagram. Like when people comment or like YouTube, it's like think about the people who are commenting. Like
It's
they're
cringy,
probably in a
dude.
trailer park, like, just stirring butter. Like it's just
It's true.
I
just-
saw a thing on Instagram. This kid,
This song fucking sucks.
yeah,
dude, people on Instagram in general, it's
crazy, man.
it's crazy, dude.
Crazy
I saw this
world.
kid that we went to high school with, or someone sent in, but usually I don't look at shit like this, but this was like glaring. His he was following like 955 people, and he had like 60 followers.
Wow.
I was like, you either like everybody has to just like not like you, or on the other end of the spectrum, which is I think is weirder, you're following over 800 people that you just don't know.
Mhm.
Like I feel like that's crazy.
I do that.
800 people?
I follow like 1,000.
I
I mean,
don't know, dude.
a majority of them are just like beautiful women, but a lot of them are just random like accounts that post things I'm interested in.
I thought that was glaring, but yeah,
Yeah, the thing with me is this is the most fucked up thing that I think I'll ever say. Not really, but it's like I have a thing that tracks followers. So if someone unfollows me,
You know who it is.
I want to know, because then I know that person doesn't like me. That's the most honest thing I'll ever say. Because, dude, I think if someone unfollows you, like they're not just unfollowing you to unfollow you. It's like they're unfollowing you because they don't like you, and I'd love to know who those people are, dude. Just because it's always surprising. It's like, oh, like that person doesn't like me. Like,
Oh no.
yeah.
Oh man.
And like the other reason I like it is because I know that they're watching my videos and just like they're just in pain
They're just like, no.
for the most part. That might be what it is, but it's probably just like the immaturity level of myself.
Dude, I mean, your Instagram videos are
Yeah.
I find very
Like the
funny.
girls definitely don't like them. So it's usually
What, you
a
make
girl,
skits and stuff?
Yeah.
Kind of.
just random stuff that doesn't even make sense.
Nice.
I'll click on there, dude, and just like I'll be any day I'll just be like chilling, and it'll make me laugh every time, dude.
Yeah.
Every fucking.
And I look through the likes afterwards, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if there's like a fat chick in here that I could hit up or something, and it's just always guys.
Yeah.
But
They just don't get that humor.
definitely not.
Guys just
No.
have that
Yeah.
that immature humor that
Straight
just
up guys. Dude.
love it.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's kind of like our podcast.
What, just all dudes?
Just kidding. No, it's not. I mean, it's not entirely. There's a good amount of people that listen, but
Who knows?
who knows?
Who gives
Yeah,
a
we
fuck,
can't track
man?
that.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck, dude?
Yeah, exactly. We just do it. It's just
Just
fun.
don't care.
It's just fun to do.
Everyone who does it has fun. Like everyone I've had on afterwards, like, wow, that was actually
it's a
a
good
lot of
ass
fun.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone that comes on usually is like nervous as shit,
Mm-hmm.
and then they come on out. They're like, "When's the next time I can come on?"
And dude, they probably feel good afterwards because of the nervousness that they felt beforehand. They're
No,
wow,
yeah,
like
Yeah,
I
there's
fucking
no-
made it.
Yeah. I
made
did
it.
that.
Yeah,
made it.
I fucking did that.
That was me. Yeah, no, it's just a good ass time.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be doing it anyway. Might as well just fucking record it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'd be talking nonsense anyway. Fucking put it out on the
If
internet.
I'm gonna be an idiot, I might as well.
I remember
show
when
up.
I lived, like when I had my own place in Narragansett, dude. I think my favorite thing to do would just be kind of like sit down and drink a coffee and just talk about stuff that didn't make sense.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
usually
that's the best.
it's kind of like 80% of life.
Yeah.
It's just kind of talking
So
nonsense.
it's pretty much all we're doing, except we're recording it.
Yeah, precisely.
That's the
Mhm.
point.
Yeah, I mean,
I think one day I was like, wow, we're talking some really good shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's fucking put this on YouTube.
people are missing out.
I think other people could enjoy my nonsense.
Content.
Fucking
Okay.
terrible at promoting things, dude. I fucking hate promoting
Dude,
things.
I hate it.
He hates
I
it.
literally despise
Bro,
promoting
it
things.
makes my skin crawl.
Yeah.
Like
even
when
when you promote it, some people read it and they're like, "What?"
like when I have to post and say like episode's out now, like go check it out, like I hate myself.
Yeah.
Like,
I fucking cringe.
dude, I'm like
And then the people who respond to that, they're like, "Where can I watch this?" When it says in fucking bold letters, "You can watch this episode by typing in this on YouTube." And people read that and they're like, "I'm gonna ask him."
I even make it easier and I put it on Snapchat and I put on you can literally just swipe up and it goes right to YouTube.
I gotta figure that out. That
It's
sounds.
so easy. I'll show you after this. It's
Yeah.
super easy.
I'm
But
gonna steal that from you.
that's all right.
Because, dude, some of the messages I get are just like, dude, I just have aneurysms. I'm like, how the fuck are you alive right now?
How'd you
Yeah.
pass high school?
Yeah.
No, so that happens to me a lot. I
Mhm.
think that.
Really? No one's ever asked me. The link
No,
is in my
not
bio.
About that. No, not about that. I'm just saying where
I can't even
where I think like,
yeah.
are you being a real person right now?
Oh,
This
oh.
is not a question that you're asking me.
Yeah.
But no, I do. There's just something about.
Are you
like,
being real right now?
There's
you fake?
something I could never like. I'll go as far as what I've done. Like the reason, like I put the picture up there and I say like, go check it out, whatever. But I could never like with my phone be like, what's going on, guys? Like, just put up the podcast. Like, hope you guys enjoy it. Go check it out. Like,
You should do that right now.
No, I would.
Just be like, hey, in the middle of a podcast right now, you guys should check it out when it's up.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
But you just care too much.
What?
You care too much.
You have too much pride.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I have too much pride to just be like, you need to fucking watch this right now. I just go, hey, this is up. Go fuck yourself. Like, pretty much all it is.
Yeah. It's like you watch it. Okay. If you don't,
It's like,
That's
if you
cool
want to
too.
watch it, man.
Oh, I don't care about that. I just hate the like corniness of.
dude. But if you don't ask people to watch it, no one's gonna fucking watch it.
Mhm.
So what's the point of
understand.
doing it?
That's why if I promote things, I always like to make it interesting.
Yeah.
You
True.
know, just like me on like a fucking unicorn's back with like a boner or something like that.
Catch them off guard.
Yeah.
They don't know it's a
Then they're
promotion.
like, why is John on a unicorn? And then they read it and they're like, oh, okay, now it makes sense.
Okay.
I need
no,
to listen to his
I'm gonna
podcast.
check that out.
I think we need to start doing that.
What?
Unexpected promotions.
We can
Like
that?
do
Adobe
little
Photoshop.
videos and then be like, psych bitch, fucking watch the podcast.
Yeah.
The podcast.
Like, think about how
You
many
thought.
views you would get if you just filmed like you driving your Acura like full speed down the road like through your neighbor's house.
What's up? What's going on, guys? I'm going 80 right now. I'm about to be right through the window. Mrs. Johnson, what is good?
Yeah. Check it out on YouTube. Fucking
Make sure to tune
explosions
in
the
to episode
background.
24.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you would
Mrs.
get
Johnson, check out the podcast.
yeah, you would get so many views.
Yeah,
Probably go to jail.
probably go viral, but I mean,
But
I'd
you
go
would
to-
have to make the episode before you went to jail. Like
Yeah.
before the cops came. Like you'd have to get out of the car.
Dude, you could just get out of the car, run, start doing the episode, and then like mid-episode you get arrested.
Oh, dude, so many views.
So
You'd be on
many
fucking
views. That would be viral.
dude, you'd be on World Star.
Yeah, I would. At the very least, I hope.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much time you'd have though before the cops came.
Probably.
I
not
don't know
much.
if your neighbors will be home, but at the same time,
It doesn't.
yeah, if you're driving a car through a house, like someone's probably gonna notice.
Wednesday on
At 80.
on a Wednesday at 10 a.m.
It's been 3 days and your car is still in there and
Yeah.
nobody's came.
They're on vacation. They don't come. They don't come home.
That car's been in that house for an awful long time now.
Yeah, might as well just turn yourself in at that point.
Oh my god. Listen, I've already went viral now. Can I get arrested or
You know, it'd be even funnier is if you like blamed it on someone else, like your roommate.
Yeah, that wasn't me, man.
He just comes home from work one day.
The cops are here.
That's him.
Yeah, you can wait here for him. He'll be home soon. I swear though. I don't even have my keys,
You put him in his room.
dude. Like, so look around, check around.
You just have like exhaust marks on your forehead.
You're all fucked up. It's obvious that you've been in a car crash.
Dude, I haven't seen my keys in days. Like, get out of here.
Fuck off,
You
bro.
can wait for him. I'm telling you, he'll be home soon. He gets home at this time every day.
I don't know why I always think about that. Like people driving things through houses. I just think it would be so funny.
because it's just something that like isn't supposed to happen.
Dude, like I remember being in college.
Oh my god.
And like my roommates, like our beds were directly next to each other. Like there was a space in between, obviously. Like, we didn't scissor at night, but like, and I remember
we didn't fuck.
One day it was like 3:30 in the afternoon, and he just got back from class, and I was watching Talladega Nights.
Yep.
You know when Ricky Bobby drives through that guy's house, dude. I fucking screamed laughing, and it was so random. Like my roommate had no idea what the fuck was going on. Like he was just so confused as to why I thought it was funny. I'm like, did you not just see that? Like, he just drove through someone's house. Like, how is that not funny to you? She's like, I don't know, man.
This kid I went to high school with, he had like
Oh god.
he had a large truck, like a large truck, diesel.
I'm talking big.
I'm
Yeah.
talking big, and he was parked outside of like a little like strip mall, and his sister got in the driver's seat, and instead of going into reverse, she went to drive, and she drove through the card shop, like into the window, like into
Shit.
it. Yeah,
Card shop?
yeah,
Oh no, dude.
Dude, that happened at the Subway near my house.
that's crazy.
Because I used to go there literally every day, and I would buy double chicken chop salads, and nobody understood why. Neither did I. Like, I spent so much money on double chicken chop salads. It was just like a routine of mine to like go there, and like they knew what I want automatically. So I was fucking eating early in the morning, dude. It was probably like 10 o'clock in the morning, which is psychopathic. I don't even know why I was doing it. Dude, an old lady actually drove through Subway
While you were
because
there,
she thought she was in reverse, but she was actually in drive. So she turns around to back up and just goes right through Subway. And I was so upset, dude. Like, because they had to do renovations.
Yeah, it was just
It's
close.
like, how the fuck am I going to get a salad now? You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, of all the things to happen in one of your daily routines, a car goes through the front
Yeah.
of
I was like, of course.
it. Yeah, like
only me, God.
that. Yeah. Honestly, that is.
And
one
then I
of those
thought,
things
like,
where you
why
just
am I
like-
buying these salads anyway? And I was like, okay, there's a reason for this.
That event made you rethink your whole day.
God was like, dude, figure it the fuck out.
Yeah, I gave you multiple times to figure this out. It came to this. It came
This
to
is the biggest
You-
clue.
At what cost, John? At what cost? This lady lost her car.
Quit this out.
I've never been in an actual car crash. I've been in a moped crash, though, which was epic.
Yeah.
Absolutely epic.
How so?
Do you know where Diamond Hill Road is near my
Yes, certainly.
in Cumberland? So
Yeah.
it's like one of them. There's two main roads. You have Mendon Road and then Diamond Hill
Hill,
Road. It's kind of like Post Road and NK.
Yep.
So I'm going like full speed on a moped, which is like 35 miles an hour, dude. Like top speed.
Cooking.
You are whipping it. Yeah.
I'm absolutely fucking ripping it, dude. I'm maxed out. Like my mopeds are like, yeah. But I'm going down the main road and the speed limit's 40 and I'm going 35, but I feel like I'm going like 90, dude.
Yeah.
And there's this car on my fucking ass, and I'm like, all right, I'll just turn. So I'm going this way, and the turn I have to take is a right turn, but it's like almost like you're going backwards
Yeah,
to
like a
take the
hard,
turn.
hard right.
It's a fucking hard right, dude. And there's this mound of sand on the ground. So, dude, I just fucking eat absolute dick, and I slide probably like 15 feet.
Oh.
My moped eats the dick. I fall.
As well.
I fall on the ground, and I just get up because I'm so mad. Like
You just
my
don't even-
adrenaline was off the fucking walls. I just yelled fuck at the top of my lungs, took the moped, started it back up, and started driving again. And I'm going down a back road right now, and there's literally 6 cars behind me because they saw me crash, and they're like, they want to see if I'm okay. So I stop, and this lady's like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay? Like you're bleeding out of your eyes." And I'm just like, "Yeah." And I just
fine.
drove away.
Yeah, please leave me alone.
I was so mad, dude.
We saw. Remember, we were biking. Like it was probably like 10 years
I
ago,
do remember this actually.
and we were just biking near our house, and this guy on a very large,
Like a big ass bike.
a big ass bike.
Motorcycle.
It
Harley?
probably like
Yeah.
weighed a good amount. And he was going not even that fast. He was just going around a corner and then just like hit sand and skid it out
Yeah.
and just totally tipped over. And we were like, "What the
We
fuck?"
were mad young,
Yeah.
so it was like freaky as shit. But yeah, I do remember that.
The guy got right back up and just went on
Same
his
shit.
day.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to just fucking lay there.
No.
Fuck,
Dude, because like in my head I'm like, all right, the cops are gonna come. I would have to show them all this shit. Be like, okay, I'm okay. So I was just like, just be a fucking man. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
yeah, I'm bleeding, but it's not like I didn't have head trauma.
No.
Like I didn't if I hit my head, maybe I'd be like, all right,
Take it easy.
yeah, let's just lay here. Someone will save me. But I just bled like a fucking motherfucker, dude. Like I was squirting blood.
Oh, I can. Yeah, scraping across the asphalt
Mhm.
like that.
Oh, it sucks. You just slide and just rip everything up, and it's
Yep.
just like, yeah.
asphalt is that booty.
It's not that funny when you slide on sand, but if you hit someone on a moped, you have to be like out of this world. Like,
Yeah, you gotta be.
like imagine
out to
rear-ending
lunch.
someone on a moped.
Sorry, I was texting.
Yeah.
My bad. It came out. It came out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
And if someone was about to hit me and I saw him coming, I'd probably just try to jump.
Got like an elevator thing, just
Mhm.
like right at the last second.
I'd at least make the attempt. I'm at least gonna break this person's windshield for being an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let him hit
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
3, 2.
Yeah, you would definitely time it wrong, but it's just like, I might as well make it.
You end up on the roof and just
Yeah.
flying off.
That's tough.
Yeah, no, I did that. I fell off my when I used to longboard, and I fell
Oh
off
my
longboard,
God.
and I ripped up both my knees, my arms, everything, just because
Mhm.
I was going down, and when it starts to speed wobble, I never knew how to fix that, so I didn't jump like off onto the grass. I just jumped like straight off the board and just just skidded down the road. Just so
I used to
bad.
fall all the time as a kid,
Yep.
but I was like morbidly obese, so everyone thought it was like the funniest thing in the world.
Damn.
And I would just cry myself to sleep every night.
Damn.
My neighbor, he like paints trucks. Like he's very good at what he does.
Yep.
And he ended up painting my BMX bike.
Yep.
So it's like, oh, this is awesome. Like, thanks for doing that. He like did it for free, whatever. I'm like a young kid, and I'm going down my hill, which is huge, and I'm going like full speed. I'm like wicked excited that I have like this newly painted bike, and I go to like pop a wheelie, and the front tire rolls off,
Oh my God.
and I just fucking dude. I slammed my balls on the frame, slid like 15 feet, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually cried.
Yeah,
I would hope.
Like I cried, and it was all because he painted my bike, and when he put the front tire on, he didn't tighten the nuts.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Dude, I couldn't even imagine going up for the wheelie and coming down and my tire isn't there, and you're just
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
so disappointing.
Ah, fuck.
When
But
I
dude,
got-
slamming your balls on a frame is just—that's why I cried.
yeah,
'Cause, like,
oh
if
yeah,
you
I was
slam
gonna
your
say,
balls on a frame, man.
that's next level.
Yeah,
When I got one of my first bikes, I rode it out of the store, and the first thing I did was hit the wrong brake and flip over the handlebars.
In the parking lot.
Yeah, right before I got to the
oh,
car.
you hit the front brake.
Yeah, yeah. Like I literally got out of the door, went on my bike. We were probably the second fucking parking spot, and I just went right over the top.
I was always so bad at like, because everyone had like dirt bikes back then, and like my friend had a quad, and like they would play this game where two people would go on the quad, and they'd have to ride across the lawn on the quad
Yep.
while people were on the balcony shooting paintball guns at them.
Oh, good idea.
And you'd have to try to fucking dodge them. So like, I didn't know how to use a paintball gun. The last time I used a paintball gun, I shot some dude in the nuts, and he was on my team. So like, dude, I'm terrible with paintball guns. And it's this kid's dad, and like they're like he owns the guns or whatever, and like he lets his son use them. And he was like, "All right, guys, like first rule, don't point the gun at someone." So I just take the gun immediately. I'm just like, I just pointed right at his face.
Naturally.
Yeah. And it was 100% natural, dude. Like I had no idea what I was doing. So I'm like,
Don't point at anybody.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm like talking to him, like, what were you saying? Like, literally pointed at his fucking skull, and he's like, okay, John, like I just said like 6 times, like, don't point at anyone's face. So like we try, dude, we're trying to fucking hit these kids on quads, and like they actually know how to ride a quad. Dude, I did not hit dick.
Nothing.
I was hitting like the neighbor's house. Like I had no idea what I was doing. He's like, all right, John, maybe you should try, you know, like a quad. Like the quad's more suitable for you because you can't fucking shoot a paintball gun.
You can get.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's try riding a quad now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have no idea how to shift or anything like that. So my neighbor's on the back, and he's like, dude, do you know what you're doing? I'm like, no, I have no idea. I just fucking pressed the throttle like all the way down.
Yep.
Went right into a tree, and the fucking quad literally popped a wheelie.
Landed on you?
And it's about to land on my neighbor, and I just leg press it off of him.
Oh my god.
Save his life. And he's crying, laughing. Yeah, he's a psychopath. So he was like,
Clearly.
yeah, because like he was like, John, you know what you're doing? I'm like, no. Fucking.
We're gonna find out. Welcome to this episode of Jackass.
Yo, maybe the quad's best suited for you. You're getting all set up. Everyone's lining up their fucking guns. And like, all right, John, you ready? Not a chance.
Yeah. His dad was watching. He's like, yeah, we're gonna put everything away for today.
Doug, one time, I was so we grew up on a dead end road, and there's a neighborhood right behind us, so you could walk through our backyard and get to this neighborhood.
Yeah.
I had a couple friends that lived back there, like, and this girl that lived back there had this like big ass rope swing. Like, she had this huge tree. Do you know the story? Yeah. Huge tree, like sturdy as can be, with this rope swing. And on the bottom of the rope was like a wooden seat that you could just like, oh shit, it was a wooden seat you could sit on. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, everyone's going, they're having a good time, and we're probably like 11, 10, something like that. So my friends we're all not big, but I was bigger than like all my friends. So they're all going, having a grand old time, swinging back and forth.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go on this thing. So I get up. I'm at the point where you know, jump off of it. And so I go up. I get one swing in, and at the very top, the board snapped, and where the knot was holding it hit me right on the nuts, and I fell probably like 10 feet. I don't know.
10
like
feet? That's how big the swing was?
Well, it was like, yeah, it was hanging off a huge tree.
Yeah.
And so like I jumped off the tree, and at the top of my swing, it broke. And so I just fell from wherever that was. So it felt about that high. Yeah. And so I'm on the ground, like, again, probably crying because I just hit my nuts harder than I've ever hit them up until that point in my life. And just in front of all these kids. And at the time, it was just like, this is about as embarrassing as it gets. And so, like, her mom has to come out and, like, help me out. And I have to, like, tell this other, like, mom that's not my mom that I just, like, smashed my nuts. Yeah. And it's, like, so not comfortable at all to talk about, like, in the slightest. But, like, they obviously knew what was going on because I'm on the ground, like, about to throw up. Yeah. And, oh, dude, that shit is just not fun.
Yeah, it's hard to. Yeah, that sucks, man. Like, not only when you hit your nuts, but you have to explain to someone. It's like kind of like shitting your pants. Like, it's like, I don't want to talk about this right now.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. I guess shitting your pants is a little worse, but
yeah.
Excuse me, miss. I just pooped myself.
Not unless you're proud about it.
Okay.
I remember, dude, because I was fucking fat as shit as a child, like morbidly obese. So like, when I was growing up, it was just like, I was always the fat kid who would do like the stupid things.
Yep.
And like buy everyone pizza, and like they would just watch me and fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Like you're in the friend zone, you're just fat, and everyone's like, John, do this, you fucking idiot. Like, so it's funny, but it's like kind of depressing at the same time.
Yeah, I feel you.
And yeah, man, that was basically my childhood. But I remember like I had a similar situation. One of my friends at their house, they had one of those X's and O's like playground things.
Yep.
So like tic-tac-toe.
TikTok?
And fucking there was this massive hornet's nest in one of the things that I couldn't see. And I remember just fucking somebody was like, John, like, why don't you run up to that and kick it? And I'm like, okay. So like, I'm like,
say less.
Yeah. Like, I'm already ahead of you. Like,
I was planning on this before.
Yeah. So I just run full speed at this thing, jump up. Instead of like kicking with one leg, I jump up with both of my legs in the air. like kick the fucking dick out of this thing and just fall on my back. Like, it's so fucking stupid. I'm just laying there like
For a
fucking
great
probably
getaway.
slipped a disc in my back.
Yep.
There's just like a bunch of hot chicks laughing at me. They're like, "Oh, fuck you, you fat bitch." So I get up and I'm trying to fucking get up, dude. My back is like absolutely fucked. And all these hornets just start coming after me, dude, and just stinging the fuck out of
Oh,
me.
shit.
There was at least like 20 hornets, like a full-on hornet's nest. And one of them, like 2 of them stung me in the ass.
Oh.
And afterwards, I had to tell my friend's sister that I got stung in the ass. Because I was in so much pain.
Yeah.
Like, we'd be inside playing like Scrabble, and I would just yell "fuck" because
you're
like
sitting on
the shocking pain in my asshole.
Oh, my God.
And I remember having to go into the bathroom with her, and she was like, "Okay, like let's put some stuff on this." And I'm like,
You want to see these
"You
cheeks?
want to see my sphincter?" And I just pull my pants down, and I just remember that fucking feeling of shame, where it's like, if anyone sees my butthole, dude, like they're gonna lose at least 5 years of their life. You know what I mean? Like, this is not meant to be seen. And I just remember like me pulling down my pants and her seeing my butt cheeks and just like, dude, I think she just went into another dimension. Like, I don't think she's come back.
She's still not the
Like,
same.
I haven't seen her since. So
Frankly, now that I think of it, no one's seen her since.
I looked behind me and she was gone.
yeah, should be a fucking news report.
Yeah.
Girl sees man's sphincter and is never seen again.
In the like in the ad section of the newspaper, they have the kidnapping things, and it's like they went missing when they were like 13, and it's
Yeah.
the new photo.
Yeah.
The new photo of her.
What she might look like now.
Yeah.
Front page of the Wall Street Journal.
She's on every
Went
note
missing.
carton.
Saw butthole.
Like, dude, you're not gonna find her.
Oh, my God.
That's great.
It's demoralizing though.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely demoralizing, man.
Yeah, that's like the probably the last part of yourself that you'd ever want anyone to see.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you have a bush surrounding your sphincter, and then you have 2 cheeks in front of it. Like, I don't think God was like, yeah, I want people to see this.
Yep. This should be visible.
Yeah. So like, if someone sees your butthole, dude, you literally need to bend over and
Present it.
yeah, use some forearm strength and absolutely spread the fuck out of your cheeks, dude. So
Oh, my God.
it's not like a natural movement.
No.
You know, like a fucking yoga pose. We're like, all right, everyone, like, we're gonna spread our cheeks now.
They were made to spread by themselves by squatting.
Yep.
Have you ever seen that show, The OA?
No.
The OA.
Yeah.
It sounds very familiar.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking weird, man. It's about
Oh,
they travel into different dimensions.
yes, I've heard of that. Yeah.
What's it on?
Netflix.
That's
Oh,
on
okay.
Netflix, yeah.
So like they travel into different dimensions, but there's like these fucking hand signals that they need to do, and they'll practice them. Dude, that'd be so funny if that was one of the hand signals.
All right, guys, we got to go to which dimension we going to next? All right. Assume
Yeah.
the position.
Yeah, they wouldn't even say it though. It'd just be all in unity.
Just all bend. at the
Imagine
same
someone
time.
watching that on like fucking Netflix, just high,
I couldn't imagine that.
like on a date with a girl. Like, oh, this show's wicked good. Watch this.
Be like, you fucking freak.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna leave now. How to get ghosted 101.
Yeah. How to get goaded. 101.
Goated.
Oh
Goated.
my God. That is funny shit.
Yeah. Did you ever play like Ding Dong Ditch or just like Light Houses on Fire when you were younger?
No, so we definitely played Ding Dong Ditch a good amount.
A few eggs.
What would you say your childhood was like? Do you think you were like the cool kid, or were you more kind of like in the middle, or just kind of like a loser like me?
It's probably in the middle. I don't know. I don't know how I would necessarily rank myself, but I mean, I definitely had a good amount of friends that were.
So
pretty
you
close.
would like you'd play sports during the regular season, and then
Yeah.
like your free time, you just kind of hang out.
Yeah, for the most part.
Because my
Yeah.
favorite thing to do is just kind of like play sports after playing sports.
Just keep
You
playing.
know, like dunk on a 7-foot rim.
Oh, we did that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to put the our picnic bench,
Uh-huh.
like in front of it on like again a 7-foot rim, and
Yeah.
just like try and jump over it and
Uh-huh.
like shit like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we did that all the time.
Yeah.
We rode bikes around. I rode my bike everywhere.
Yeah.
I've told the story in the podcast, but I rode my bike from my house in NK to Taco Bell on Bald Hill Road.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it a cycle or was it just a regular
it was
like Huffy?
your classic bike,
Mhm.
BMX.
bike. Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, I used to ride my bike everywhere.
all the time.
Yeah, I was so out of shape though, but I would exercise so much.
I was a
Like-
husky kid.
Yeah,
I got
dude.
the, you get the jeans.
Mhm.
I got the husky jeans,
Yeah.
shit like that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would burn so many calories, but then just eat 5
Just
times
replace
as
them,
much,
yeah.
and I'd just be confused, like, why aren't I losing weight?
Something's not right here.
Yeah,
I'm moving. I
Mhm.
am exercising.
yeah. I used to play basketball like all year round, like in the streets.
Yep.
With the homies. You know
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
what I mean? And I remember I used to play with Jew Fine, and like even in the winter, dude. I remember we used to shovel the fucking snow, dude, and play.
And play.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, we had a court in our backyard essentially, but it was just a square slab of concrete with a basketball hoop
Yeah.
on it, and so we used to do the same thing.
Yeah.
The most annoying thing about it was there was a little bit of a dip in it in this one spot.
Yeah.
So if it ever rained or snowed, there was always like water buildup there, and you had to squeegee it out, and it was just like the hardest fucking thing to do.
Yeah.
It was always the worst.
I have one in the
Thanks.
ground, like it's mounted into the ground.
Yeah, same with us.
But I got it when I was like just finishing playing basketball. Like, you know that moment where you're like, yeah, I'm not good enough for the next level.
Yep.
Like I never was.
That's when you got to hoop.
That's when I got a hoop. So
Seems like an odd point.
yeah, the other one used to be fucking sideways because like the day after my mom bought me it, like it was like a huge Christmas gift, and she bought me this hoop, and I was like, wow, this is the coolest hoop ever. So like we set it up and we put it out in the road, and it's like hanging over into the road. It's not in the road, but it's like hanging over the
Yeah.
road. So waste management came, and this Mexican dude just levels the fucking hoop, and the hoop, like the rim gets stuck to the truck, and this dude just keeps driving, and I'm watching this like from outside. Like it's not like he was doing it secretly.
Like
Like
you
I'm
were playing.
literally playing. So he hits it, dude. The hoop is fucking dragging. I'm like, this guy is a fucking asshole, dude. He's like, oh shit, the hoop's on the truck. Like we gotta back up, dude. He just backs up, and then goes forward again and just leaves. And I just immediately started throwing rocks at the fucking.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this guy is a fucking asshole. And there's nothing we could do.
No.
Yeah.
You call
Absolutely
waste
nothing.
management and be like, hey, your truck guy broke
Yeah,
my
your
hoop.
truck
They'd
guy
be
just leveled my basketball hoop and had no sympathy whatsoever.
How are we gonna work this out?
Yeah. So then I just had a crooked rim for like 6 years. No wonder I missed so many fucking shots, dude.
Yeah.
Like shooting into the fucking stands,
dude,
hitting shot clocks, dude.
that's how
Yeah.
to do it.
But
Oh.
dude, if you have a perfectly level rim at that age, like you're gonna be a baller, man.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect, but if you're practicing on the wrong fucking rim, like you're gonna be shitty.
You're gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
Your
Guys,
shot's
I
gonna
swear
be
to
off.
God, if only this rim was, at a
Yeah.
sideways angle of 45
Yeah,
degrees,
47 degrees to the left.
I would be Michael Jordan.
I was passing it into the rim. Just
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah. Those were the days, though, man.
Oh, for sure, dude. For sure. Yeah, just having absolutely no responsibility other than just to like, bring your,
fucking live.
Yeah.
bring your
Go to
fucking bike home.
color.
Like,
100%.
where's your bike? Oh shit, I forgot I biked there. Yeah, I walked home. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Fuck. How long have we been going?
An hour and 8 minutes.
Hour and 8 minutes.
It's not bad.
No, that's usually where we're at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a song that you want to for the?
Well, that's I had a little discrepancy with that because we did miss last week. So some big music did come out last
Oh, yeah.
week.
So, John, we have a segment at the end of our podcast. We just like to give out a song. We call it the song of the week. So if you just any fucking song that you'd want to let the listeners know about, we just let them know about. So, but you were saying about the
Well, the Young Thug album came out. The Quality Control album came out. You know.
Yep.
I don't know. If you want to go first.
if I want to go first,
Yeah.
You should do this with like porn.
that would be interesting.
You know how more like valuable that would be? So people would be like,
How-
I'm watching
Our
that tonight.
video of the week.
People, your watch time would go through the
Oh,
roof.
dude.
Imagine.
Yeah, wait till the end.
We just went
guys.
viral because of
Dude,
that.
I could boost your views by like at least 40%. Like what do you use Pornhub or you have like premium stuff?
Do I have premium stuff?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
So you're just going on Pornhub?
I mean,
Yeah, dude, you could boost a lot of fucking views, man. Dude, I know a site where it's like everything and it's for free. Like, yeah, there's a lot of ads and there's probably fraudulent activity, but 100% worth it.
we'll have to.
I'm just saying, man.
You just.
Just saying.
Just throwing it out there.
Just an
throwing it out
idea,
there.
dude.
Holy fuck, that's funny. I guess I wasn't necessarily prepared for the segment.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, I'll just do my song of the week. Little shout out to Rhode Island's own D Gomes. His new song with Polo G, Forever, came out yesterday.
Nice.
So it's a little slapper.
Word.
Great little tune.
I guess the one that I'm gonna do is I Know There's Gonna Be, and then in quotes, Good Times, and it's by Young Thug.
Okay.
It's a good song. So.
Any music you've been listening to?
Wait, it has to be a new song?
No,
it doesn't.
Whatever
That's an
you
old
want.
song. It could be
Whatever
any
been
song.
like
Something
listening to?
people might not know of.
Something you want to turn them on to.
Yeah.
Anything.
That's mostly what it is.
Definitely Everywhere by Michelle Branch.
Okay.
It's a solid song if you want to cry.
Okay.
That's
Fair
enough.
So I've been listening to that a lot, to be honest
Alright.
with you.
Crying a lot.
All the time, dude. Every night. So,
Party on,
There you
Wayne.
go.
yeah.
Party on Earth. But John, where can
Yo. Oh, it's Matt.
It's Matt. Oh, what's up, Matt? Oh, okay.
Matt
Matt's
has to
good.
poop.
Matt has to poop, and we'll wrap it up on Matt pooping.
My light turned off.
Yeah, it died, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess perfect timing. So, John, I guess at the end of it, you want to plug anything? Where can they find you? Social media, anything like that?
Your podcast. Where can they
we
find
did
it?
plug it, but
we did plug it.
Plug it again. Anywhere they can find you.
Yeah, so my podcast is the Johnny Salami Podcast. You can find that on YouTube by typing in the Johnny Salami Podcast on YouTube. So,
again, just so it's very clear for everybody,
might want to replay that a few times.
the Johnny Salami Podcast,
Johnny the sandwich
Found-
lunch meat salami.
found best on YouTube by typing in the search bar, the Johnny Salami Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go like and subscribe to that. As always, like and subscribe to the Madoians and Friends.
And we'll see you next time.
We'll catch you next time.
Peace.